Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will show you how to create a simple product landing page. So I already have the whole thing set up right here, all the HTML, all the CSS, but obviously I'm not going to do this. I'm obviously going to restart from scratch. So I have a new file opened in VS Code called card_1.html. So let's begin. The first thing to do is declare doc type, being that of HTML. I was confused about that. Is it? Yeah, so doc.html. Then come down and be like HTML language, English. Is it just ENG? Just EN. Okay. So can get rid of that. We have our header. Or head. In our head we have a title. Something going there. Below our head we have body. I'm missing my HTML tag, but I'll add that in a second. As HTML tag goes, HTML. Okay. That's great. I'm not really going to add any meta tags because they're really required, but I will just say meta. Just gonna copy the one I have here. Because I'm working with some fonts from Google, I'm just gonna copy and paste these stuff instead of getting it again from Google Fonts to make stuff a little easier. I'll actually copy the title as well. Let's copy that. Let's go back in here. Let's do paste. So tribute page. I'm not sure why it should just be product landing page. Product landing page. Yeah, it's space there. Okay, great, and we can begin. So our first section, creating, will be our main container. So you'll just create a div, close the div off, give it a class card. Within this div, I'll add another div. Guys, if you can't hear me, just bear with me. I'm kind of sick this week, so voice is kind of in the shitter. So div class, let's go with image container. In this I will have an image, source, alt. I'll come back and add the image. It's fine. Have another div. This is going to be class content. Have an h2. Let's close it off. Paragraph tag, close it off as well, and a few more paragraph tags. And an href class. Let's close it off. So this will be by link. Price, class of card, details, class of title. This will have class of subtitle. That should be the structure of a HTML page. And notice I haven't actually added any detail, so like I don't have an image source, I don't have anything within my H tag or my P tags. We'll get to that in a second. So I'll just go back into my main file, and I'll just pull that image off. Here we go. Instead of me opening Google and finding the image again, so just copy this, go back here. That's great. I believe this I had as Gen 9. The feature is now. Yeah, so let's go ahead and add my style tag. Now I'm doing the style within the same file because my recording program is kind of being a little annoying right now, so I'm trying to avoid using it. So let's go and select everything and give everything a padding 0, a margin of 0, block, is it block type? Using myself here. Box sizing border box. Okay, so box sizing border box, content box border box. Border box means that it will take in consideration padding and margin when sizing the object, but generally it would not. Next thing, let's go ahead and add body. Let's give body padding 50 pixels. That should be great. So so if you're not sure what padding does, padding creates space around an object. So by adding padding, I'm creating space around each of our objects here in our HTML. Otherwise it'll be too closely knitted together, which make it look a little odd. Spacing is always good. Add a little, don't be scarce, add a good amount. So like 50 pixels, 80 pixels, that's fine. Card details, I'll just go back. I'm gonna pull this text I got here. It's just some lorem dummy text. Let's go ahead and paste that in. It's great. Price, let's go with R700, buy link, buy now. So let me just check how this page is going. 1 second. I'm just gonna go live. Okay, so one second guys, I'm having some technical difficulties for some reason. My screen isn't popping up. Okay, here we go. Should be able to see the page now. Yeah, that's it. As you can see, this is a page. We have our image right here, and below it we have some text. Now, I do not want the images to stack upon each other. I want them next to each other, so I'm going to do a display flex on my card container, and we'll see how that goes. So let me just get to that. I'm not sure why this is happening. Just give me a second. Okay, here we go. That should have popped up. Yeah, that's great. Let's go back into the code. Hopefully it's recording. Because if not, then a pain. So I'll just go ahead and go to .card. I'll just show the final product instead of keep on jumping back between the code and the image on Google Chrome. Display flex. Let's see what this does. And great, okay, the objects are next to each other. Let me just jump in and show you guys. So, okay, you should see that the objects are now next to each other, where we have our image here on the left and our fonts, i.e. our typing, all here on the right. I'm actually also going to add a box shadow to this, so box shadow 00015. That should be okay. There we go. Box shadow popped up. Okay, great. Now we know where we're walking. This is our entire card. Here's the body on the outside, and this is our card. Okay, great. Now let's jump back into the code and just get it off the screen. Here we go. Screen is back. My bad. And yeah, let's just finish up with the code, and we'll see the final product in the end. So right now we have display flex working on this. Let's do the fonts. Let's count my fonts here. So H2. I'll give you a. Do I have a class on me? If I have a class, then I'll just. Okay, I do have a class. Okay. Dot title. Font family. What? I don't remember what font family I used. So on paragraph I used that. On title I used. Okay, this is what I went with title. Okay, great. So font family Oswald. If Oswald's not in place or it's not working, and sans serif will take over. A pretty decent font size at 40 pixels and a light gray color. Now let's go with subtitle. Font family. What do I have? Moda, Imbue, Oswald. Should I go with bangers? Railway. What did I do? I took railway sans serif. Okay, railway sans serif. So railway. Did I spell that right? I doubt it. Okay, I just spelled it right. It's railway sans serif. Let's give you text transform, uppercase, a font size of 18 pixels should be good. A letter spacing, so the distance or space between each letter should be at 1 pixel. I'm going to give you a color of lime. Okay, doing great. I need a little space between my page content and my picture, so let's go into content. So dot content. I just don't want my text next to my image, so I'm going to go with a margin left. Let's go 10 pixels and see how that looks. Okay, that's great. Just enough space. Great. I'm also going to go ahead and add a little margin bottom to my subtitle, so it pushes away the objects below it. So when to use margin, when to use padding. Padding adds space around an object. Margin moves space. Margin adds space outside of an object. It's great for pushing away objects. That's my definition right now. I could give a better one, but I'm recording this for the third time and I'm a little annoyed. Let's go with 20 pixels. Great. Okay, that's looking beautiful. And let's also, should I add a little space there? No. Let's go with 40 pixels. Okay, great. Now let's move to dot card details. I want a font family. Bangers. And sans serif. That's great. Let's just go ahead and make sure that I change a card. Okay, that's fine. I don't like this. What did I actually use? Card content, card price. I did not change the family, really. Card content. Okay, well, if I didn't change the family, I don't think I should. Just leave it how it is. Go with 20 pixels. I'm gonna give you a color black. Okay, that's great. And I'm also just gonna move away the price, so let's go ahead and say margin bottom of 20 pixels. Okay, maybe I should add just a little more. Let's go crazy and let's add 50 pixels. Give you a font size of 30 pixels. So too big, so let's go ahead and say 25 pixels. Okay, that's great. So future is now, June 9. That stands out, that stands out, that stands out. And let's go and say dot price. Let's give you a color, hashtag 444. I will change your family, and I will give you Oswald as well. Oswald, sans serif, and buy link. Okay. Dot display. Should be inline block, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, inline block. Inline block. Let's give you a color. The text color will be black. The background will be lime green. Let's go with font size. I want something pretty decent, so let's say 16 pixels. The price will be a little bigger at a font size of 20 pixels. I'm also going to add a margin bottom to this of 10 pixels. Font size. Also going to add a little padding so that it looks like a button. So I'm trying to create a rectangle, so top padding will be a little bigger than the left and right. So let's go 20 pixels and 15 pixels should work. And dot by link pseudo hover. When you hovering over it, the color will change to white with a background of black. Okay, great. That looks great. And it's gonna move it a little more actually. So margin bottom. Give you 80 pixels. Still not enough. Let's just go with 120 pixels. Okay, that's great. Hovering, hovering, hovering. It changes. Should I give a little border radius? Sure. Border radius. %. Border radius. When you're hovering it, it will be 30%. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that. And, that was a really quick design. We'll just go over it now. So, first thing we did, I created a container class using a div. So, right here, our main div. Then we went ahead and added another div which we could store our image in. This gives us easy access to style our image, although this time we did not, which is completely okay. Then we created another div to hold all our text, being that of title, subtitle, card details, price, and a link to buy. That's it, and our styling was pretty straightforward in CSS. The first thing we did was selected all elements, and we said padding margin set to 0, a box sizing of border box. Then onto body we added padding 50 pixels to give us space around our objects. I'm kind of annoyed about something. Let's go and see 0 and see if that makes a little difference. No, it actually did make a difference, so I do not like that. Much better. Great. Yeah, and then we went to card, we hit display flex, so then our elements behave like rows instead of columns. We gave it a box shadow so we can clearly see the card. We added margin left to content to separate our picture from our text. Then some basic styling such as font family, font size, color. Same thing again, more font styling, nothing too dramatic. And one thing I think you should care about is the buy link inline block, so then your href will behave like an inline block element. So when you add padding, it doesn't push objects away from it, it just gives it space around it, the way padding should behave. So here is the ending product. Let me just see if we can grab the picture. Okay, great. You should be able to see the picture now. Here we go. Buy now. On hover, it changes to black background and white. Turns into a black background and white text. Here's our price right here. here's some random information that kind of means nothing, but you can play with it a bit. And here's our catching title: Gen 9, the future is now. This should be a Gen 9 PC. Looks pretty cool. So here is a challenge to you. This is not responsive at all. How about you try and make it responsive? Here's a helper. Just change anywhere where it's pixels to either M or M. That's kinda it. So guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you like the stuff, please do like and enjoy. Like and enjoy and subscribe.